everybody? My name is Tatir, and welcome to The Conversation. So, today's topic is about love, and love when it comes to companionship. So, I have a lot of conversations with people about what they think love is from a male perspective and a female perspective. So, I want to bring this topic to the platform, to the talk show, and try to figure out what is this. There are so many different people in the world and the way we live life, and everyone are not really honest about who they really are. For me personally, if you step out on the person that you are dating, the person you are with, the person you are married to me, you can't really say that you are monogamous. To be monogamous, that means you only want to be with one person. And the person you with, if they're with you, they're saying they only want to be with one person. But you have poly, whatever form of polyamory that you are involved into, monogamous and non-monogamous, polygamy, and so forth. So, to me, I would not step out on a person that I'm with because I value them. Because it's a reason why I'm with you. It's a reason why I chose you. So I feel like that's one of the problems, that we don't choose people based off of their value. We choose them based off of what? Everybody's different. Maybe it's because of how they look. Maybe it's the status. Maybe it's the money. Maybe it's whatever it may be. But how can you value somebody and value what they bring to you and then step out on them and say that you love them? I heard that a lot. Oh, just because you cheat don't mean you don't love a person. Well, if cheating causes a certain hurt, pain, betrayal, dishonesty, you're disloyal, those words do not match up with love. It's the opposite of that. So I like when I heard Shannon Sharpe say on Undisputed that my granddad used to always tell me that I see better than I hear. Because you're telling me one thing, but you're doing another. And you can't have it both ways. And I just like it's very distasteful, because I'm having a conversation with a partner of mine, and he's telling me that a woman can have, like, say 20 bodies on them. Say 15 bodies. Some people might think that's, dang, 20 bodies over her whole lifespan, right? They don't make it no better. I don't care how long it's been. But a man can have 20 bodies in 1 month alone. That's easy, you know. And a man might not feel like he's a hoe, but she is. It's a walking contradiction, in my opinion. It's just my perspective. I'm not saying I'm right. That's why I'm here having this conversation with you. But I think that's bogus. So we're having a conversation, and he said that you can't make a hoe into a housewife. He's like, that's just simple. I was like, you can't make a hoe into a housewife, but you can make a hoe into a husband. Well, a man can't be no hoe. I said, so if you are sleeping with a lot of women, you're not a hoe? He's like, no. I said, what are you? I'm a man. I was like, oh, okay. I know we all heard this before. It's crazy. It's wild. So I said, okay, I understand your perspective. I don't agree, but let's move on. I said, so why would you choose this woman to be your wife right here? She cooks. She cleans. Like, good characteristics. I say, bam. She's a good mother. Very good. She takes care of your children. She's faithful. She's loyal. She's a housewife. Someone who you want to marry. Not saying that all women have to cook and clean. Everybody's situation is different. But just breaking this down to identify what a housewife is. Like, yeah. I'm like, so we break down what a hoe is. We ain't finna go into that. I'm like, would you marry her? He's like, no, she a hoe. I'm like, oh, okay. So you have this housewife. You married to her. He's like, yeah. You can't make a hoe into a housewife. He said, correct. I said, but then you cheat on your housewife with a hoe. He got quiet. I was like, what? What? Like, he had nothing to say, because I'm like, that don't make sense. You can't say that you want a housewife, but then you risk it all for a woman who you wouldn't want to be your wife, who you wouldn't marry, who she's for the streets, she wouldn't be a good mother, none of that. So it's like, what are you talking about? And I feel like that we have to address these type of things and figure out who you really are when it comes to that. Because to me, where a man's heart is, so is his treasure. And a treasure is what you value. So I use an analogy like, if you was walking out, in your front driveway or whatever, and you seen rocks in your driveway, you ain't finna pick them up to try to put them in your pocket. You ain't finna put them in no safe or no vault. You might kick them. You might just leave them there because they rocks. It has no value to you. But if you went out there and there was some real diamonds, I think I dropped, you're going to pick them up. You're going to put them in your pocket. You're going to put them in a safe place. You have a safe in the house, you're going to put them in a safe because it's valuable. You don't walk over things and treat them like they're not valuable. To me, if you're stepping out on the person who you with, to me, clearly you don't value that person. Me personally, I don't want to hear that you was drunk, that you made a mistake. I know ain't nobody perfect, right? But you cannot say that you value something and you do something that disvalues what you say you value. So I just want to know what you guys' perspective is on that, because I stand strong on my beliefs when it comes to a person that you value and a person that you love. You show that through your actions and not only by what you're saying. If you love somebody, you have that love, you have patience with love. Love is not bold, love do not mock, love do not make anything feel bad. If you love that person, you respect them, you're trustworthy, you're honest, you're loyal. If you're doing something that makes this person feel, and I ain't just talking about men, because women cheat too. Women do things just like anybody else. But I'm just speaking from my perspective as a man, because I heard this a lot, that a man is only as faithful as his options. And I'm like, to me, in my opinion, it seems like women have more options, because a male would do anything a lot of times for some intimacy. I'm gonna use that word, y'all. He'll do anything for intimacy. So you will step out on your wife with a hole for intimacy. You will pay for this intimacy. You will buy these bags and pay a car note and house payment for this intimacy. And I'm pretty sure if it was 3 women who go into a bar, walk up to a guy, start kissing him, and if he's single, he gonna start kissing them back. If she said, let's get out of here, he's gone. But I'm pretty sure if it's 3 men who walk into a bar, you ain't gonna just walk up to no woman and start kissing her. And you ain't just gonna ask her, hey, let's go, let's get up out of here. A lot of times when it comes to us men, we're very lustful, and we'll risk our integrity, we'll risk our families, our household, our structure for intimacy with another woman who we do not want to be with. And I don't understand that. So there's different perspectives, and I know it's going to be kind of some wild answers probably when it comes to this stuff, but I feel like that these things have to do with foundational principles. A person lack a certain sense of morals, values, and foundation, because if you're not living your life that's a reflection of who you really are, then really who are you? If how you live and who you are, people always say, would your daughter, or would you want your daughter to date someone who is like you? A lot of times it's no. You want somebody to be better than you because you know that you most likely a dog. Your son, are you teaching your son about foundational principles when it comes to him having a family and being a man in his household, having children with this woman and loving her? Because again, you can't tell someone how to be if you are the example of what not to be. So now your son is not getting these great lessons that they should have, because why? Their father not being there. So again, I'm not beating up on the fellas, but I hear this a lot of times because of course I'm a guy, I speak to a lot of men, and like I say, a lot of women in today's time, I feel like ain't worth a lot. It's very rare to find great people. So great men and great women is hard to find, because I feel like that we are influenced by so much in the world. People pick people for money, for status, for the way somebody look, opportunity, whatever it may be. But people are not picking people for values. Like I chose this person because I value this about them. And that's why it blew my mind that you say you can't make a hoe into a housewife, but you would cheat on your housewife with a hoe. So if you really don't value, you value what this wife, this housewife, or this woman can do for you, but you're not going to reciprocate that by you making sure you match her energy by valuing her with love. So I just want to know what the male and female perspective is on this topic about really loving someone and can you really say that you love someone if what you're doing is causing this person to feel pain and hurt? You don't make them feel secure. You don't reassure them. You don't make sure that they feel your love by whatever their love language is. You don't give them the words of affirmation. You don't give them the physical touch, the quality time. You're more worried about pleasing your own desire than making sure your woman, your wife, your partner, your life partner, your friend is straight and that your family is straight. So anyway, man, let me know what you guys think, man. Remember, it's one love from me to you. It's progress, not perfection. You're more than enough. This has been my time, y'all. You rest in the end, not in the middle. My name is Detir, and welcome to The Conversation.